Why? It's Terrence Gangster Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back. I came across this picture on the internet, and the woman that's standing next to me is Killer Stone, oldest daughter mother. We took that picture for Sterling's block party, for the block party after his funeral. We were in the Magnolia Courtyard for the block party and stuff, and in the Killer Stone, in the courtyard where Killer Stone lived at. And I remember getting a phone call from Dooney. He like, "What's going on, love? Why I don't hear no noise out there? Why ain't nothing going on? What's up? What's up?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying." But he was like, "Man, listen. Someone started putting in the dirt. Somebody else was supposed to be putting there." And then he going in, he going out. And I'm listening to him. I got the Mac on me. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I'm just about to go ride and just go crush somebody out this project and somebody out this project. Because now I got my bro calling from jail, wanting answers, wanting retaliation, ASAP. Because Sterling and Dooney, they hung together the most out of all of us. Like, you would see Mosquito and I together a lot, and you would see Dooney and Sterling together a lot. And Dooney wanted answers. Dooney was very upset. He wanted retaliation right away. And I was like, man, I got to think and plan this stuff out. I got to make sure I know where it's coming from, because I still had a lot of beef all around the city, and I couldn't just move like I wanted to, because, you know, if you thinking you going to get one target, all the while there's another target, or you a target, I mean, you know, someone watching you. Oh, I see, oh, here you go right there. So when you thinking you about to go bust a move, put in some work get put in on you. So I had to be smart and move how I was moving. But he didn't want to hear that. He wanted answers right away. And I was like, bro, I'm on it, bro. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. And one day, a person pulled up on me, well, followed me, and was like, yeah, that was my work. Yeah, what that was behind? He stepped on my homeboy tennis shoe at Club Detour. You killed my best friend behind stepping on somebody's tennis shoe, bro. Yeah, man, because he was talking about what he gonna do this and this. I'm like, wow. This stuff really was told to me, y'all. The next picture that I come across is Mosquito, daughter, and son. And if you see the t-shirt I have on, is a picture with Mosquito and myself. And that same picture I post on my Instagram page. That's at his block party. So I got two original hot boys that's dead, like within months apart from each other. So I was looking at them pictures, man, and I was like, wow. I remember being in the streets, going to war, trying to retaliate for my brothers. We did dirt. Dirt was done to us. We're going to see who's going to survive. We're going to see who's going to make it out of this storm. And as I was looking at those pictures, I was like, man, I've been through a lot of pressure. I've been through a lot of stuff. I was shot on 3 different occasions. Stabbed in my chest. I mean, me and Killer Stone were in the truck together. He driving fast, we got in a wreck. And I was given life plus 20. And throughout it all, God chose me to be here. So I'm like, man. And then I get different DM messages from people telling me how they want to end their life or the stuff they going through. And I was like, man, you know what? I thought about it. I got it right here on my shirt. Right here. Always look on the bright side of life. Because it's a lot of people that didn't make it. It's a lot of people that's incarcerated. Some gonna, how Boosie say, some gonna make it out, some not. So sometimes when we think that it's the end of the world for us, when we think that all eyes against us, when it's like we backed up in the corner, when we don't have nothing, we don't have no support, we don't have nobody. If you're a religious person, got to pray, baby. And back then, I was familiar with God. I was familiar with stuff, but I wasn't a praying type person. I used to go to the. A lot of people don't know this. I used to go to the mosque on Downey, the Nation of Islam, back then. I used to sneak downtown, right down there on Downey, and it was this lady named Baby. She had a beauty salon, and then the beauty salon sat here. Then it was a building, and right there, it was a little mosque back there. I used to go right back there. But I was never the type that would just pray. I would pray, not the P-R-A-Y. I would be praying on my victims, the P-R-E-Y, trying to get at them. I made them become to pray. And I was hunting. Now I sit back and I just stroll down memory lane sometimes. I be like, man, God bless me to still be here to tell my story. But one thing I'm not going to do is allow no internet gangster to bring me back out there. Because I know how I feel to be on the battlefield. I've been in the mud, been in the trenches, been in one of the worst jails in the United States. One of them, not these, so y'all don't go to, hold up, Rikers Island, hold up, California, hold up, Chicago, da-da-da-da. Been the OPP, baby. Orleans Parish Prison. And one thing people know about a lot of guys that come from New Orleans, when our back against the wall, we gonna do what we can do. That's just a known fact. People know after Katrina hit, when boys went to getting dropped off in different states, how they say, well, I lay my hat is my home. And yeah, a lot of my homies were killed. A lot of my homies doing time. I had a young boy write me while I was in the Fed. He was like, man, I'm doing a life sentence, man. I looked up to you. I always wanted to be like you. And that touched my heart. I was like, wow. I was a young homie doing life sentence in Texas State. Because he said he wanted to be like me. I was like, wow. But a lot of us go through a lot of things to get where we at today. And I'm happy God chose me to be here today. I'm going to make the best of it while I'm here. I just wanted to share that story with you all because I remember my brother saying when I was in prison in Jumo, he says, there's always somebody with a worse situation than yours. There's always somebody with a worse situation than yours. And I was like, wow. And when he gave me the rundown, well, he didn't just give it to me, he gave it to everybody in the room at the time who was on the musalla, who was on the praying rug. And he said, Brother Hanif, he said, for those who got 20, look at the ones who got 30. He said, for those who got 30, look at the ones who got 40. For those who got 40, look at the ones who got life. And then I was like, well, I'm saying to myself, I got life. They said Jumo. And he was like, and for those who got life in prison, look at the ones who on death row. I was like, okay, but what about the ones on death row? As he said, I'm saying to myself, and he said, for those who on death row, look at the ones who died in a state of disbelief. I was like, whoa. So from there, I was like, man, it's always somebody with a worse situation than mine. Like I said, I don't know how I feel. I didn't know how I feel to do bad in prison. So, one would try to use, well, if I ain't got no food, I don't have nothing. Look at the people in Africa who don't got nothing to eat. No, so I can't use that scenario because I've always had. I've always made a way from the streets to the pen, and now back out when I come home. I done made a way. Because you all know, the world know, when I came home, I didn't have a red carpet. I didn't have millions of dollars handed to me. I didn't have nothing. I just came home with my plan, my ideas. But you know what's crazy? This internet wasn't part of my plan. The clothing line, an app I came up with, and the record company, the music business was my plan. But I came home with a plan. And for a lot of us that's been incarcerated for so long, we lost. We don't know what's going on out here. But I'm one of the ones, if I don't know, I'm going to ask. And a lot of people was helping me out. OG, press this button, press that button. And I'm happy. I'm learning as we go along. And it was exciting, man. And I really I've been enjoying it. And thank you all for the love and support. Because you know what? Now I got a lot of internet haters, a lot of internet ops. And sometimes I just sit back and I be like, I think about that song Cardi B say, when she say on that song with that girl Gorilla, when she say, aha, because I know them haters don't like this. They don't like the fact that I get a lot of love and support. The love outweigh the hate. And I be like, aha, I know they don't like this. I know it. I just got to feel it. They can't stand it. But you know what though, y'all? I built it from the ground up. I ain't get no cosign. Well, I got an alley hoop, unintentionally though, from Boosie. But I had to grind. I had to get it. So for those who want to get it and want to grind, don't let nobody tell you can't do it. It can be done now. Y'all know the motto though. Say no to drugs, stop the violence, put the guns down. Thank y'all for all the love and support. Make sure y'all download the Roku channel, Terrence Gangster Network. Got the nonprofit, they need us. We got the Instagram, they need us, Third Ward. So y'all get at us, man. I'm out. Wah!